2 events left on the Bassmaster Elite Series, and we just happen to have the reigning and defending Bassmaster Classic Champion, the current leader in Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points. Is it Hamner time? Well, it definitely is here this week on this show. Justin Hamner joins me.
I'm Bob Cobb from the Bassmaster. Welcome to Mercer.
Welcome one, welcome all, friends, family, freeloaders, fishing freaks, and of course all my humpers. You're all welcome here at the Awkwardly Honest Fishing Podcast that goes by my last name, which is Mercer. Welcome into the 173rd edition of the Mercer Podcast. I hope wherever you are in the world, you're having a great week. I hope life is treating you well, and I am thankful that you took the time to tune in to this particular brand of tomfoolery. And as always, this is the moment where I beg you to like, comment, subscribe, stroke the algorithm that allows this show to be what it is. Speaking of which, we're at 430,000 YouTube subscribers. I don't know how this is happening, but gosh, I am thankful for each and every one of you. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. Leave us ratings in the streaming services, reviews there. All of that helps, believe it or not. I mean, it's not just, I wouldn't be pleading to you guys as often as I am. I mean, it's my least favorite part about this platform. You do have to plead if you want to make an impact. So I'll stop that. Big few weeks coming up. Moment of total honesty. As you watch this, I am not here. God willing, I am in Plattsburgh, New York to kick off 2 back-to-back events to finish off the Bassmaster Elite Series. This week, Thursday to Sunday, we are in Plattsburgh, New York for the Lake Champlain Bassmaster Elite. Then the following week, Thursday to Sunday, we're scheduled to be in Waddington, New York. And I'm excited to go back to Waddington, New York. We've been to the St. Lawrence River a lot of times, but it's been a number of years since we've been to Waddington and the giant crowds that show up in Waddington. I love the fine folks of Clayton, but I am looking forward to the thousands and thousands of bass fishing fans that come out in Waddington, New York. So make sure you make your way there, or Plattsburgh, New York. Would love to see you. Special time of the year. We're going to decide it all. We're going to decide who our classic qualifiers are, who wins Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, who wins Rookie of the Year. And unfortunately, some folks are going to get relegated from the Elite Series. So this couple of weeks, to be honest, as a fan, as somebody who works with bass, some of my favorite, because you're seeing crazy things happen. But it's also some of my least favorite, because we're seeing some folks get relegated from the Elite Series. So that's always tough to see, but it's going to be, a showdown, a throwdown, a big fish mowdown, as you've heard me say before. So I look forward to seeing that. Another thing that hopefully you guys are looking forward to seeing is something that I do at the events, and I haven't done, obviously, since the last event. Mercer in the Morning. If you've never watched it, make sure to tune in. It's called Mercer in the Morning. Basically this, except I'm walking around with a microphone and talking to Elite Series anglers before many of them are, well, really before you should even talk to them. They're still quite groggy and asleep, and that's what makes it charming and fun, if you ask me. Mercer in the Morning. We try to do it every single Elite Series takeoff morning around an hour before takeoff. That all depends on the setup, when the anglers get there, all sorts of stuff. But I would imagine 1 hour before takeoff, whatever time the takeoff time is scheduled, tune into our Instagram, tune into our YouTube, and you will see Mercer in the Morning. It is 7 to 10 minutes of foolishness that's a fun way to kick off your day. So if you've been enjoying Mercer in the Morning, thank you. If you haven't, tune into that, and hopefully you enjoy it. This week's guest, I'll be honest, before I even get into everything this guy's got on his plate, this week's show is different. Several things happened during this interview that have never happened during any interview that I've done, not just on this platform, but anywhere. These things have never happened. We have a guest literally walk away twice. I don't want to get into it. I mean, you're just going to have to watch it. But it's a strange one, especially because it's Justin Hamner. I mean, there's a lot of laughs and giggles that happen in this, but there's a few strange moments. And I guess I should be happy. Have you ever choked on absolutely nothing? That's what I just did. For whatever reason, I breathed in and... But I guess I should be happy because in the social media world, I mean, walk-offs and weird things happening, well, they help people want to watch. So I guess I should be happy on that. Well, you guys let me know what you think, because our guest this week is the most fitting guest I could think of. Going into the final two events of the season, I mean, he is your reigning and defending Classic Champion. He weighed in the biggest bass in Bassmaster Live history on Lake Fork earlier this year. He's a member of the Bassmaster Century Club, and he just happens to be leading Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year by 24 points with just 2 events left to go. And these 2 events are kind of some of his favorites. But I don't want to talk about what's going through his mind because, like I said, this interview goes a lot of different directions. It may be the greatest or the worst interview we've ever done in this show, but that is all up to you, my friends. Let me know what you guys think in the comments and such and such. But until then, and reminder, this was recorded a week ago because Justin's obviously been pre-fishing for this tournament, and yeah, I don't have to explain that out to you. You get it, how, well, whatever. I mean, without further ado, let's travel all the way to Alabama and hook up with the one and only Hamner Time, Justin Hamner. Justin Hamner, we're going to do this again. You're back on the show. And it is time for friggin' Hamner Time. We're a little tardy. We've missed a few, but that's okay because we let it, all of it has been boiling like a kettle till this moment, till you have a 24-point lead. Do you realize when this thing airs, it is the night before it all goes down on Lake Champlain? A 24-point lead. You got to get out of Champlain and Thousand Islands with big finishes, and you will do something that 2 anglers in the history of the sport have ever done it, and those 2 are pretty freaking accomplished. We're talking about Mark Davis and one KVD, Kevin Van Dam, the only other anglers to win the Classic and Angler of the Year in the same year. How about that?
That's nuts. So, you remember at Smith Lake when we were doing like the top 10, whatever, and I came up on stage and you started like, you were rattling off everything that was going on this season, and then I like over there started crying like a little girl immediately when I got up on stage. Dude, just hearing you whenever you start talking about like just the way this whole season has been so far, it gets me. It's so weird. I mean, it's been a dream come true. Either way that it shakes out, this whole year's been freaking phenomenal. But I will say, having these 2 tournaments be the next 2 tournaments that besides this, I'm excited about. Like,
yeah, you did.
I'm really
you did
excited
well
about.
in both of them last year, right?
Yeah.
But that's last year. Let's focus on this
It's
year.
last year. Champlain's always been, it's been my favorite lake ever since we came here there my first year. Gosh, I love that place. I feel like I get it, understand it. It just, and now I feel like I finally figured out St. Lawrence. So I like smallmouth.
Why are you saying these things? Like, as a tournament angler, you're supposed to say, I know I'm in the lead, but I probably won't catch a bass.
Because they all lie.
They do.
They also don't come on to your podcast and tell you they're about to win the Classic before they win it either. And that's supposed to be bad.
Yeah. So are you about to win Angler of the Year? Here's your shot.
Yeah, I feel pretty good
about it. The pitch
has
been thrown.
Yeah, we're going to crack it. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, leading up to this, I'm like, we can't talk about that. Dude, I don't know. I just have so much confidence right now. I feel like I catch a 5-pounder in a bathtub. It's just, gosh, fired up.
What have you done since the last tournament?
A lot of phone calls. Gosh, so many phone calls.
A lot of phone calls.
Obviously, we had the ICAST deal. That was fun this year.
I
That
never
was
even
fun.
saw you there, but I bet you it's a lot more fun
I
as a
was doing
classic
like laps
champion.
around there. Yeah. Go there as a classic champion and AOY leader. It makes a difference.
I imagine.
It was, but I mean, it was a good time. Just so many of these companies that I work with, I just freaking love them. You don't get to see them very much, so it was good to see them, but met a ton of new people. But I've been crushing some daggum spotted bass back home. It's been fun. I mean, I've caught like
Nice.
7 over 6 pounds since Smith. It's just
It's all right if you like that kind of thing.
I love spotted bass. They're mean. On a big glide bait too. Oh God,
Ah,
it's dirty.
no trip up north.
Mm-mm. No,
Why?
why? I just feel like the
Can't
way
answer a
that.
question with a question.
Yes, I can, Dave.
Okay, you're
Look
classic
at
champion. Yes,
look
you
at that
can. It's all
trophy.
right. I'm sorry.
No, it just to me like so. I did go up there last year to pre-fish for both of them, and it was more hindering than it was hurting, just because of. I mean, you get out there, yeah, you can scan around, find boulders or whatever stuff that you think they'll be on, but smallmouth moves so much, which everybody knows, and so fast that the off limit period, a lot of them would have still been spawning that whole deal, and if you find areas that have fish, it's for sure not going to be the same when we get there. So I just wanted to go into it, as much of a clean and mind as possible, and because if you've got to find smallmouth then, if
Yeah.
not even like the day of the tournament. So
Okay. So fresh mind. You're full of confidence. You don't need to do that. Who cares? That Trey McKinney's been up there every waking damn moment except for the 2 days he went to ICAST. That doesn't bother you at all?
no, not
I
at
like
all.
this.
Haven't even thought about it, but no, it's just so
I'm
different.
just
If it was like a place where there was going to be brush piles and that kind of deal, it's not like that. We're talking about
yeah.
pelagic fish that are moving around. So
Pelagic
yeah,
or pelagic?
pelagic. I don't know. I've had this argument with a lot of people.
I think it's
I'm
pelagic.
going with it's pelagic in Alabama.
That makes
Maybe not anywhere else. Me and Patrick got into it one time because I kept saying, what do you call the big rocks on the bank, like at a dam and stuff?
riprap. What? Like
Yeah,
what is
I
that?
always called it riffraff.
Riffraff?
He's yeah. He's like, no, that's what was in downtown Tulsa.
That's not nice. I love the fine folks in
I'm
Tulsa.
just kidding. I do too. That place is nice.
Hey, I'm noticing as we talk right now, I'm looking at your background.
Yeah.
Really empty on one side. One side is glorious.
No, I need something on that shoulder.
You do. You really do. Like a
big shiny thing.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be. It would.
Or
be.
another painting.
Paintings are fun. Your wife's an incredible artist. Duck, real quick, let's show her art. There you go.
Gosh.
See, beautiful. Beautiful sunflower, I believe. Is it sunflower?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah.
That was
So nice.
her like one and done.
She just painted one and that's it.
She tried to paint me a lure one time for my birthday. Oh God.
Bad?
It was so bad. I told her I wanted to hang it up right there next time. She wouldn't even let me. It's like a popper in the treble hooks. It's like imagine a giant popper with like just the smallest little treble hooks that are like just basically little U's. I don't know. It's terrible.
Well, she's great at sunflowers.
Oh yeah, she crushed that one. She actually likes sunflowers, so
yeah. She doesn't like lures?
No.
Not even now?
She's too competitive, but she has a different feeling about them now. But so she's so competitive whenever we would go fishing. I'm not gonna let her beat me. I mean, I'm gonna fish, and so if she couldn't
Yeah.
win, she doesn't. She just finally gave up, crushed her
All right.
soul.
I thought it was pretty wise you brought her to ICAST. I mean, not only is she going to keep the wheels on the bus, but hey, parading
Somebody has
around,
to.
beautiful pregnant wife. I
Yep.
mean, not the worst move you can make in front of people you're asking for money from.
Oh, I have children coming. Help me, I'm poor.
Did you, as the Bassmaster Classic Champion, were you shocked by how many people reached out to you? Was it less than what you expected? Like going around ICAST, obviously you're keeping your current sponsors happy, doing tons of videos, talking to a lot of cell phones. There's a lot of that happens at ICAST. But what was the reaction like from people you hadn't dealt with before? Was there a lot of interest in getting into the Hamner Time business?
There was way more interest than I thought there would be. And it's kind of like, as bass fishermen, I feel like a lot of us devalue ourselves. I don't know. I just had a long conversation with Ike and Ellie. He's really been helping me out a lot.
Look at you
Dude,
go.
if you're looking for a business guy, on the business side of bass fishing, there's not a guy. I mean, there's a few of them that, are at that level. Ike and Ellie's definitely one of them. So I'm asking for advice, no doubt. I don't know what I'm doing. But I mean, just going in there, it was so weird because, I mean, I've been to 4 or 5 iCasts, whatever, and it's like, who's this high school kid? I thought that was on Friday. and, and this time I would walk into a booth of like somebody I wanted to meet with or something, and they're like, oh, thank God. Yes. I actually had a couple of them say that. I was like, oh, this is interesting. But yeah, it was really cool. Very,
I
very,
like
very cool.
I like how you just dropped the icon out and coercing
I
with
know.
fellow
That was the first
Bassmaster
time I've ever
Classic
talked to him on
Champion.
the phone. He was helpful. Uh,
Yeah, Ike's always helpful. Ike's and Becky, his wife, an incredible business person. They're great people to learn from. Obviously, do you remember
yeah.
back when we did that podcast, that first podcast before you predicted the Classic? I remember. It's so weird to see how your career has gone. I remember because Rick Clun and Kevin Van Dam were on it. You're like, did you make a mistake? And
I
now,
still think you did.
dude, no, clearly it was not a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
So ICAST was good. Any
it was
any
very
big
good.
big deals coming, or we're not talking about big deals in advance of big deals? We learned a lesson earlier this year, me and you.
Yeah, we did.
We're not going to talk about the lesson, but we'll talk about it when it gets righted.
Yeah, if it gets righted.
Indeed.
If it doesn't, we're going to
Right.
talk about it more.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But
You
no,
went
I
to
mean, I don't know if there's obviously some big deal, but my biggest thing is I want to stay with the companies I'm with and just
hell yeah.
grow with them. Um, and that was really good. Like all the companies I'm working for now are definitely like they want to stay in it too and just keep growing together. So, dude, I mean, if you look at the stuff like with American Bayworks, how much they've grown as a company, and me kind of growing with them, that's been one of the coolest ones.
Yeah. Plus, dude, I mean, doesn't matter who's giving you business advice. I will tell you this. It is wise after you win the Bassmaster Classic and you got a bunch of companies thinking, is that just a flash in the pan with this young kid? It is wise to roll into ICAST with the lead in Angler of the Year. So they're like, no, we need to lock down this dude because, I mean, shit's going well. Let's just say that. I mean, it's pretty good for you.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It's still nuts. It's so weird. Gosh,
You
I
went to
know that's a
Disney.
terrible answer, but it is weird.
Yeah. Talk to me about Disney. You went to Disney, right?
Oh, that place is terrible.
Oh, it is.
Oh gosh, just I'm not a fan of Disney, but Scarlett had so much fun. Like just the joy on her face. That there's no doubt that's the only reason you go. Because
Well,
forget sitting
why
in
do you?
line. Oh my gosh, sitting in line with it 174 degrees with thousands of people just like shoving you up to see Elsa for 12 seconds. Like, I could do some better stuff.
I hear you.
But those 12 seconds were magical for Scarlett.
Yeah.
It was good. Like, it was crowded and hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Well,
it was
I
good
mean,
for
you
her.
did go to Florida in July.
So dumb. So dumb. We're
Let me
going
think.
January if
I live
ever
in
go back there again.
I live in Alabama. Where can I go hotter than this?
Oh yeah, I love humidity. Ugh.
It's
They need to like
amazing.
get some like big fans and stuff in the lines or just something. Gosh, we're paying enough
Yeah.
money, don't you think?
Oh, it's not cheap. It's not cheap.
Oof.
It amazed me when we went there. It amazed me like how the staff like is really incredible. Like they only talk to the kids. Like it is the exact opposite of. That's why kids love it, because anywhere else you go, they talk to the parents and the kids are secondary. Well, they always talk to the kids. They're all nice and happy. It is quite shocking.
Oh, that was cool. So we went to that Bippity Boppity something boutique or whatever
Oh hell yeah, bippity
for
boppity
Scarlett to
boo.
dress up. Yeah.
Uh,
So she was like a princess, and the whole day, like every worker sitting there calling her princess and everything, and she was you couldn't tell her nothing. She was just
wow.
like sending magical powers on me, and oh yeah, it was good.
When we went there, I found the bad staff, though. I did. I swear to
Of
you.
course,
So all week, we went and we didn't go buy the cheap tickets like from the scalpers that are advertising them all on every billboard in town. We're like, hey, we're going to Disney. We're doing this. We're going for 4 days. And we bought a 4-day park pass, right? So we're going to go to all these different parks, Animal Kingdom, all this different, but obviously the main park is Magical Kingdom, right? That's where kids want to go. So
it's magical.
yeah, so we go there. It was magical, and it continued to be magical, other than one spot that we found. I exposed the loophole. So we go all through Magic Kingdom, but when we're entering, which is like going to another town, like we stayed like 5 miles away, but it's like you're what you got to do to get to the gates is ridiculous. It's amazing, but. So we get there and there's a little sign that says closing tonight at 6:00 for a private event. And the big thing for one of my kids was to see the fireworks when we went there. Like that was the big thing. So we're like, no big deal. We're here for 4 days. It's the first day. We're here for 4 days. We'll come back whatever night we choose and we'll watch the fireworks because we got this pass. So it just so works out. We go to we go to the park, have a great day, go to the next 3, have a great day. And then on the final day of our trip, we're going to go back and we're going to do the fireworks, right? And we take the 5-mile jaunt into the park. We get to the gates and no entry. And I'm like, just like when your credit card is declined, even if it's because you're traveling, you feel like a total loser, like right away.
Yes.
So I'm like, no. And I'm like, well, let me grab my wife's card. None of us are allowed in. And I'm like, there's something wrong. We bought the 4-day pass. This is our 4th day, blah, blah, blah. And the guy says, no problem, sir. Go around to the side there and they'll help you at guest services. So I go around and you go through like this alley and it seemed like it got darker as I got there. And I swear to you, the lady was sleeping. She was sleeping. And I'm like, she didn't stir. I knocked again. She finally like startlingly wakes up and I said, oh, sorry to bother you. I said, I got just a small problem. Hopefully you can fix it real quick. I said, we bought the 4-day pass. And on the day we came, it was all shut down here at night. So we couldn't stay for the fireworks. So we're coming back to go to the fireworks. Clearly you understand this. And she said, well, yeah, no problem. She gives us our cards and she goes through our cards. She goes, well, sir, you just bought a 4-day pass. And I said, yeah, well, it's the 4th day and we're going back because it wasn't. And she said, you needed the park hopper pass. You've been to another park today.
Oh,
So
God.
long and short of it is, dude, I end up spending another $300 and something because your kids are like right there. We got reservations at the dessert place and everything. Like you can't be like, hey, we're at the gates of Wally World and it's closed. So I forget what it was. Like
We'll watch the fireworks in the car.
So I had to pay like $300 or $400 to just get back in just to see the fireworks that night. So I found where the grumpy people work because she did not have a great personality. But
You just woke her up from a nap.
I was wrong of me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I've had a lot of friends say if I contacted Disney, they would have sent me a bunch of stuff. But I know what they would have sent me. Free passes to go back there and spend more money. So no, that's it. Enough about Disney. What else are we going to talk about? We have some exciting news coming up. Me and you, and this thing we do, right? We got a guest we're going to get, potentially, we're hearing.
He actually said yes.
Well,
do you
break
want
the news.
that Roll Tide Willie to come on here?
Are you making it happen?
We're making it happen. I don't know if I am, per se, but thank God for my camera guy. If it was for me, apparently nothing would get done.
Clearly. Well, thank God. Thank God for Austin.
Yeah.
And we appreciate
That'll
it.
be an interesting conversation.
No, and we need to send you, dude. Like, just so you know, wherever, I mean, Roll Tide Willie ain't getting on a video call, I'm sure. So we need to send you to Roll Tide Willie.
Oh, geez.
You think? Like, don't you think that'd be the best?
Honor. Yeah.
You bring the trophy, hang with Roll Tide Willie for a little while.
Ooh, he should come fishing with me.
Well, that's fine. I'm all, dude, I didn't want to put you out. You're a big freaking deal now.
No, I'm not. But thank you. That'd be fun, though. Could you imagine him? I feel like he's like a trot line catfishing kind of guy.
I feel like he's a probably whoop the Classic Champion's ass kind of guy, if you ask me.
No doubt about that.
You imagine Roll Tide Willie owns you.
Ooh.
Anyways, he's going to be on the show. Let's focus on positive. So you're going to get him. He's going to be on the show.
Then
who you and Roll Tide Willie are going to fight?
Apparently, that's what you said.
No, I just thought we'd have a nice conversation. But if you two want to fight, that's fine.
Oh,
I don't think you will. Dude, Willie puts cigarettes out on the soles of his feet. Man can take a punch. I feel like his face has been hit more than yours.
So much more. I've never been in a fight.
Never, ever in your entire life?
Never, ever.
Yeah. You probably shouldn't start with Roll Tide Willie.
I can take him. First time for everything.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Be good. I'm looking forward to that. And maybe you'll be, by that time, for sure, it'll be done. I mean, we'll have our Angler of the Year. And as you say, it'll be you.
Yeah, that's what you said.
No, that's what you said. I asked, are you going to win it?
Yeah.
You said yes.
Yeah. Might as well.
I mean, dude, bookend the season.
Yeah.
I mean,
gosh, that'd be fun.
Will you ever do? I feel like if you pull that off, there's no shot of you even getting Roll Tide. Like you'll be like, yeah, I'm not doing that Roll Tide Willie shtick.
How much you gonna pay me for it?
I'm a freaking legend now. Look at me.
Yeah. Oh God, that'd be fun though. But first, I'm coming up to do your underwater filming with you.
Come on.
I want to do that.
I did.
Gosh, I want to do that.
I'm so addicted to it. I did it all day today. I literally got out of the shower right before. I didn't mean to get that personal, but right before we talked.
Tell me more.
Because I've been in. Oh, yeah. Well, you get leeches on your body sometimes when you do that underwater. you gotta wash off very, very well. But yeah, no, I'm doing it all day today. I love it. I love it. That, like
How deep do you go? Like,
well, no, I don't go too deep because, dude, once you get too deep, the light sucks. I mean, it's not like
that's what I was
saltwater.
wondering.
Saltwater's really easy to shoot underwater in. Other than the sharks, that makes it a lot tougher. But there's because it's saltwater, you don't have all the particulate in the water. So, but if you get too deep, you just don't have the right color. So it's generally less than 10 feet, I'd say. You
Okay,
know, are
that'd
you a
be
good
fun.
swimmer?
So I was a deckhand for like not very long, going out of the Gulf, and we used to when we go, out to the blue water, I would we would spearfish
Uh huh.
like around like the big oil rigs and stuff like that. Gosh, that's fun. It's a little sketchy, but
Well,
it's so much fun.
why is this the first time I'm hearing about this? How long did you have this job?
Like 5 months, 6 months. It
That's
was
it.
like while I was doing another when I was pouring concrete. Um, yeah, one of the contractors like hired or needed a deckhand, so I was like, yeah, let me know. So yeah, I did a little deckhand, but it was funny. One of the times, like me and one of the other guys that was spearfishing, we're all underwater and everything, and then all of a sudden I like hear the muffled screams. I mean, and it sounds like a girl screaming, and I come up to the surface and I look, and I swear this kid was walking on water to get back to that boat. I'm like, that's it. It's a shark.
Shark.
This is it. And go up. You know those remoras that like stick onto the back of whales or whatever and ride around with them? One had got stuck to his back. So he couldn't see it. He didn't know what it was, but it was just like stuck to his back, just suctioned on there. Oh my God, that was the funniest thing. Ah, that's
So what
good.
did you guys usually shoot? Like what'd you shoot? Like amberjacks and stuff what do you
Mm,
spearfish
amberjack.
for?
Oh, amberjack
I
would
don't know.
take you for a whirl.
Dude, it's
Snapper.
just I don't know. So snapper. Okay.
Yeah, I like
I
red
almost
snapper.
said that. Yeah.
I mean, I
And
think one time we shot a cobia and it just took us for everything we had. Ended up ripping out, but yeah. So we would like tie the, spear gun, we tie it off to a buoy that was then, attached to the boat. So whenever we'd shoot a fish, instead of just fighting it, you just let it go. Well, that cobia, it manhandled us. It was
wow.
not good.
Wow.
It
So
was
snapper.
fun though.
Good times. You ever get seasick doing that?
Nah, you're in the water.
No, not when you're in the water, but like on
Oh
the
yeah,
boat.
nah.
They
I'm used
say
to it.
if you do get seasick and you jump in the water, it goes away immediately.
That's what they say, but I've seen a lot of guys jump in the water and then just keep throwing up. So I don't know.
Then you're surrounded by
Yeah,
it's your
yeah,
chum all
just
around
chum,
you,
just straight
little
chum.
snappers eating it.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, awful.
horrible. So if this fishing thing starts going bad, will you be back on the boats? Back?
No,
No, screw that.
mm, no, yeah, no. Uh,
How
I wouldn't say cutting grass before I did that, but whew, that's a lot of work. Jeez, you
how
gotta clean
good
that whole boat. Ugh.
do you feel different? Like I know you're super confident, but like how good does it feel? Like I gotta believe you're at the point where you're like, yeah, this is what I'm freaking doing for a long time now. You know, are you not?
Absolutely. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
after you get a little bit of success, that's been my thing. Leading up to this, it's always like, all right, we got to make sure we qualify for the next year and all that. Yeah, having that like burden off, and it's like, okay, we can actually make a real career out of this and do it for a long time. Yeah, I'm I'm very excited about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that where all the confidence comes from?
Mm, I don't think so. I I mean, I think that's just more of a kind of a weight off of my shoulders kind of deal. I don't know where. I feel like I've always had this confidence, but like just being able to be on the water as much as I am now just has pushed it through the roof. I mean, I've always
Yeah.
been confident that I can, catch them with the best of them, but then having to juggle all these different jobs and stuff. I mean, when I'd come home, I mean, it's straight to work. So now coming home and actually being able to go fishing, just that much more confidence in the fishing, what I'm doing.
I think success breeds confidence too. Like, I mean, you're confident things are going well, but you keep getting an extra injection of confidence in good finishes. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I mean, damn, if you're not confident now, you would, I mean, you want to, your lead angler of the year, you won the classic. I mean, if you're not confident
it's
now, you got
crazy.
issues.
Yeah. And I mean, it's been a snowball. There ain't no doubt. I mean, it started last year and it just, gosh, it keeps piling on. It's so good.
It
It's
is.
like going
It's
into
fun to
every
watch.
tournament, it's like just make another top 10. It's a weird feeling.
And let's go back to this time. And you were catching him this time last year. Like you said, this goes back, but to make another top 10, I mean, I feel like in the past the goals were like to make a top 50. And if the opportunity arises, am I reading that right?
Oh, absolutely. It was all about making a check. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like, all right, whatever I got to do just to make that check. I mean, Polinick says it all the time. If that's what you're shooting for, you usually get, right under it. Well, shifting from just trying to make a check every time to trying to win literally every tournament, it shows.
Do you like that you had this month-long break after Smith, or would you have rather just let's get it on?
Let's go. I wanted to keep fishing bad. Especially, I know I did good at Smith, but like, gosh, I really thought I was going to win that tournament. Like, I really thought I was going to win it. So, yeah, I've been like going nuts, not having another tournament right behind that to like get back at him. Yeah, I'm ready.
Whenever we saw you in live, it did not look like you were going to win. Like, I mean, you had a lot of, I mean, you had a great tournament, but you had quarrels with
Uh,
children. You had,
oh,
you
that
caught
was
a
a
lot of,
wheeler.
I know, was it? Oh, well, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Didn't you have
yeah,
issues at Smith too? Weren't you catching like all sorts of wayward line and stuff at Smith?
that was a wheeler.
All
Come
right, well,
on,
screw
Dave.
that. So I'm
I
sorry.
know it was
I need it.
Alabama and it was hot and all that, but
It was freaking stupid hot. Good
it's so
God.
hot.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
I cannot wait. I started packing a little bit. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna need my hoodies." Oh, I got so excited.
Do you know,
Ah,
before I worked for Bass, I didn't even know hoodie weather was a term. Like nobody in Canada's like, oh, I love some hoodie weather. I mean, it's just a thing. But
that's
down
just
south,
Tuesday.
it's freaking hoodie weather. And I get it because, dude, we had a heat wave going on during when I was at those two Alabama events. When I went home in between, everybody's like, well, it was 95 here too. It freaking is 92 at 4 a.m. Like people are tying on lures and sweating. It's
Yes,
how do you deal with that?
I'm a man, Dave.
Yeah, you are.
No, gosh, it sucks. I mean, I don't know. It just sucks. But I mean, yeah, I'm more used to it, I guess, just because I've done it forever. But it don't get no easier. Ugh.
Does it feel
I'm
like
excited about hoodie weather.
yeah, I'm excited to see you in a hoodie. It's weird. I think that you guys, I feel like when I see all the northern guys go to when we kick off in Palatka and stuff like that, I feel like they have a bit of an advantage because they're so excited just to be wearing
Excited?
shorts. I feel like you guys have the
Uh,
same thing coming north where you're like, wow, look at
no
this
doubt.
air that
Ah,
doesn't hurt to
I
breathe.
can breathe. Yeah, I can breathe again. This is crazy.
Maybe I don't have tuberculosis. My lungs are working fine.
Yeah, what?
I don't know.
It
Do
definitely gives
you?
you like just the rejuvenation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
It's like putting G juice all over your body.
Yes, yes.
Does this job feel like it's getting easier for you?
Mm, no. Yes. That the whole business side is still tough for me, just because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm learning so much more, but then it's like now it's even it took it to a level that I wasn't even prepared for.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. So yeah, that's still kind of tough trying to learn that. But
Uh,
yeah, I mean the fishing side is definitely I know what to expect now. Getting better at like preparing for when we go into new lakes and that kind of stuff. But yeah,
but the business side still gives you
a
issues.
little bit. Yeah, I'm
But
not
you're
a
also,
good negotiator, maybe. I don't know.
I think it's hard for anglers to negotiate, dude. Like I honestly, I've said that forever. Like the problem with anglers negotiating is you're negotiating for yourself. And it's really easy to sell. Like if I'm selling your lawn care business you used to run, if I walk in there and I'm like, you will not regret this decision to go with Justin Hamner Lawn Care Inc. Have you seen the friggin' houses on your street? All the good ones. He does. Blah, blah, blah. You could
Yeah,
sell because you're selling a business. But if you go in that same meeting and now you're selling Justin Hamner as an angler, I feel like a lot of times anglers selling themselves, they're kind of selling from a position of weakness because you can't talk the same way about yourself. You know what I mean? Like you can't.
exactly.
If it,
That is my biggest struggle. I hate talking about myself, trying to boost myself or whatever. Look what I did and all that mess. But at the end of the day, I guess that's what you kind of got to do because you are selling
yeah.
you and your brand. So it's weird.
Do you do you feel any kind of pressure to make sure you? I mean, because I've always felt like the Bassmaster Classic Champion, the Angler of the Year, the handful of hot performing anglers from those seasons. I mean, you kind of set the pace, so to speak, for other anglers. Do you feel any kind of pressure to make sure that you're making the right deals? Like, because I'm sure you're getting the chat from people who've won in the past or whatever that say, "Hey, man, you got to strike while the iron's hot. You need to make sure you're getting taken care of." Do you feel more pressure in that situation than
Yeah.
maybe you did in the past?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just like feel like you don't want to screw it up. It's yeah. I don't know. That's a weird thing because it's like it's so hard. Like because there's not like a set number. Okay, you won the classic, so this is what you're going to be getting from here, and don't take any
Yeah.
less than this for the next guy. So yeah, that's what I talk to Ike and Ellie a lot about.
So how much does he think you should get?
Mm,
I'm just
Nothing less than 100,000
all right. Well, that's a good number to start with. Sure.
per. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh,
It's a weird
it's
time
crazy.
too. I mean, I think the fact that you had as much interest in yourself at iCast, you should be very proud because, dude, that's not what the world is right now. I mean, people are being very careful because things are not looking the easiest as possible.
Yeah.
Good chat.
Why? I don't know.
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
I don't know.
I'm trying to get over the flu, and like all of a sudden I started sweating, and I'm
Whoa.
like, oh my
Whoa.
gosh, not
Just
feeling
take your
great
shirt
now.
off like Joey Cifuentes. You really are sweating. I can see it
Whew.
on your shirt. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
dude, it's like, ugh, not feeling
Wow.
great.
Oh, I feel bad. I'm
I don't know what
sorry.
came over me. No, you're good. I'm sorry. I've just been like, oh my goodness. Whew.
Get this kid some Neocitrin or something. I don't know, dude.
I don't know what it
I
is.
feel bad now. You've made me feel
No,
bad. I don't even want to talk to you
don't feel
anymore.
bad. I just might
I
need
can't
just a
change
quick
it.
break to go puke or something. I don't know.
Do it on the show. Nobody's ever puked on the
Oh
show.
my gosh.
A quick
Whew.
puke and a rally, and that's being a man.
Whew, that's something.
Do you need to go?
Yeah.
Do you need? Really?
I'm honestly, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on.
All right. So
Oh gosh.
are we done? Are you coming back or no?
I can come back, no doubt, but I do need to take a second or minute.
All right. I'll just hang out here. You come back whenever you want.
All right. What do I do? Do I pause? I don't know.
I'll just remove you. He's gone. So this is a weird show. It's a pretty weird episode, as you can see. Justin Hamner has left to deal with some illness stuff. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be right back. And we're back. Due to modern technology and 24 hours later. That was weird.
Sorry about that. That was rough. I don't know what I said that last 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, that was a doozy. Never had to do that before.
No. Does that mean that this podcast officially actually makes you sick?
It made me so sick. Oh my God. It might have been the last question. I don't know.
I didn't even remember what the last question was. All of a sudden, I just noticed you started looking like a deer in the headlights, and you're like, and then you said, "I'm sweating," and I looked at your shirt, and I'm like, I can see this. You're better now, though, right?
I'm so much better now. I mean, I've had the flu after ICAST, and I thought I was good, and dude, I don't know what came over me.
You
Yeah,
were.
I was debating for like 10 minutes, like, should I just leave the studio and act like I had something wrong, with the technology? No, let's just suck it up till I die.
What if? No, you were none of it. I don't remember exactly what you said that last 10 minutes, but it didn't stand out to me as making less sense than anything you said the times before that.
Well,
so I think you were
true.
fine. I just think it's ironic that earlier in the podcast, I asked you if you were ever seasick when you were working on that job. And you're like, no, I'm a man. And then you physically got sick moments later.
Oh, I think that's when it all started too. It was like right there. You're like, do you ever get seasick? I was like, nope, but I feel like it right now.
Well, hey, I'm glad you're good. And it'll give us a great title. What should we go with? Should we go with this? Hamner is sick of this show, or Hamner walks off podcast?
Oh yeah, straight drama queen.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So if that's what you're here for, surprise! There's not as much hate as you thought you were going to get in this podcast. Do you think people actually get upset? Like, oh, they told me they were going to fight, and it turns out all he was doing was fighting a flu bug.
Yeah, probably. These days, yeah, somebody would.
Well,
whatever.
That's not. So you've never got
them.
Yeah, right. Totally. You've never fought before, but you're ready to fight.
Everybody. I'm right behind you.
All right.
Got your back. That's why you hang around, like, make sure you keep in good friends with like Lee and Caleb Sumrall and all them. I just push Caleb. Yeah. He'll take care of it.
He likes to fight, it seems. It does seem. So what else in life makes you sick other than this podcast?
I think it was just Disney World.
Yeah, that's just that.
Yeah, yes. I don't know. Hey, I'm allergic to penicillin.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your
There's
favorite ice cream?
ice cream, all of it.
It
Eat it
is.
all.
Uh-huh.
I've
It's
never
bad
been
invention.
biased on ice cream. Just give it all. I don't care.
I know what we can talk about. So
Okay.
when this airs, we'll have just been a few hours from a big angler meeting that's going to happen before the Champlain
Ooh,
event.
yeah.
How do you think that went? It hasn't happened yet now, but when
Oh,
this is airing, you think it was a good time or?
Sit down, Matt Heron. We heard you.
Oh, Matt deserves to be heard.
He will be. But no, it's gonna be a lot of arguing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, take forward facing sonar just out of this, and then I'd like to see that discussion of everything else. Because I mean, it's like the whole forward facing sonar. You got to be one way or the other. It is like it's a dividing topic. It's like
Yeah.
politics. Don't bring it up.
I know. And you just
There's
brought
no
them
in
both up. Way to
between.
go.
I know. Sorry. It's like crap. Oh,
I
whatever.
think
But
it would
besides
be
that, I want to see like the other
sorry, go
stuff.
ahead. What other
I
stuff?
want to like. I have something I want to bring up. Is like I want to bring back um, the off days. I want the off days, please.
You see, the weird thing about the off days is I feel there's 10% of people that really want the off days. There's another 10% that really don't want the off days. And the other 80%, it depends who they're standing beside at that particular time. Because, I mean, and I get both sides. I totally get I want the off days. And then I get the other side because guys are like, well, that's an extra week on the road by the time it's done. Why off days? This is your opportunity. I mean, if they didn't listen to you at the meeting, we're going to listen to you right now. Damn it. Why?
Yes. Give me a time because that Wednesday when everybody is, I mean, that's our like last day of practice. We don't have a set time to be off the water. So it's like, I can't stand the fact or thinking that I get off the water at like 3 o'clock and then there's still 20 guys out there still practicing. It's like, oh crap. But then at the same time, I got so much crap to rig because I'm OCD and it takes me forever. And two, just to have a day to recuperate. Like we go way harder in those 3 days of practice than the
Oh,
tournament.
yeah.
I feel like it's long hours.
Especially when we
So
go up north where you're
yeah,
ready to
you could
fish. I
go
mean,
from
dude.
4:30 to 9. Gosh,
Dude, when the pre-fish is that long, because it's daylight to dark, basically 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after, or however it works, whatever the wording of the word is, whatever way I say it, somebody will disagree with how I said it. But you get what I'm saying. Does the tournament fly past quicker?
mm, I
No, it doesn't
think
affect it.
it's no. I, the tournament day is just such a different animal. Like this year, the 8 hour day seems like 12. Just the way everything gets. But then when you're sucking, it's like 3. You know what I mean? It's like, what happened? I have no time to even catch one fish. What? No. But I think it just depends on how it's going.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
It is weird
All
though,
right.
like trying to go to sleep. You try to get in bed early at like 9 and the sun's still like trying to go down. That's strange.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just stay up till 12.
Do you? What do you
Yeah,
do?
I'm a night owl. I
What happens at
watch
your house?
TV.
You, Patrick, the camera folk.
Oh, they go to bed at like 9, 9:30. I'll just sit
And
there.
you stay up all by yourself.
I mean, yeah, I'll just watch like Netflix. I don't know. I can't go to sleep.
Patrick goes to sleep early.
Yes. Oh my gosh. But then he gets up at like 3. Like,
Oh,
what are you doing?
annoying. You just went to bed 3
God.
hours before that.
He's like, I got to beat Clun to the ramp and whatever.
Is that a
No.
thing? Does he try to beat Clun to the ramp? I mean,
Yeah.
Clun just
Oh
turned
yeah.
78 years old. I feel like you should give him. Go ahead, sir. You can take that honor.
He still takes it because I don't think he can ever beat him. I think Clun goes there when I'm going to bed.
Well, what's your favorite movie?
Gosh, that's tough. Ooh,
Not
Happy
ready.
Gilmore.
Really?
Yeah,
Do you
has
know
to
number
be.
2 is coming out?
Yeah, I'm worried.
Don't be worried.
Is
Don't
it
be
ever
worried. It's
gonna?
Adam
Is it?
Sandler. No, it's
Yeah,
not
that's
going to be
true.
one, but it's better than
Yeah,
none.
it is better
I
than none.
mean,
I'll watch
Chubbs
it.
is out.
That's what you're
Oh, hell yeah. I think we
at.
should
I'm
stream it
excited.
together. We'll do one of those
Okay.
ride-alongs where we it's one of my favorite movies of all time, if not the favorite. It's the greatest sports
Stop
comedy
trying to
ever.
copy me.
If I'm gonna sorry.
I wasn't ready for that.
I gotta go. I'm verklempt.
I'm a man.
That was trying to copy you.
Oh gosh, that was good.
Oh, yeah. So you've already said you're gonna pull off Angler of the Year. Are you gonna
Yeah.
Are you gonna come on this show like first this time? Or are you gonna screw it up like last time? Like last time you were
I'll
like,
tell
"Don't
you, I
worry,
will.
your show before anyone." That's what I hate about you, Justin Hamner.
Then you were like, "No, I understand. You got other stuff. Don't worry about it."
Yeah, at the time I was, but I won't be this time.
Yeah.
Just so you know, we've gotten a lot tighter in the last year. I will
Okay.
call that. I'll be a caller on that show to bitch about what the hell are you doing. No, you
All right.
got you got to do what you got to do. But if you
Nope.
find a place for us, it'd be appreciated.
Well, you got to do a special show on Monday.
Okay, fine. We will maybe potentially. I'll tell you I will. If you pull it off, we'll have a special Angler of the Year Monday show. Is that good?
Perfect. And we can shoot it live.
I'm not staying there with you, dude. I'm leaving. I mean, I'm 3
No,
hours
you're
from home. Screw
staying.
you. I'm
You're
gone.
staying. You can drive right back.
You know how like the other, like these last 2 tournaments, you just left and pew. I'm doing the exact same because I'm close to home. Didn't you do that?
No, I stayed and did a podcast after Smith.
You did too, didn't you?
What now, Dave?
Damn it, Hamner. Do you know what the funniest thing is? So
I'm
my
going to do
wife's
that
gonna.
on stage.
Oh, my wife is gonna hate
Just
me
hand you
for
back.
telling the world this, but like if I go to my wife, she. If you do it, she feels like she's gonna throw up, and she. So I just am envisioning her listening to this podcast.
She's going to hate me the next time I see her.
Oh, I mean, nobody will get to see it, but trust me, this is entertaining right now. She does the
I'm
closed
having a great time.
captions.
You need to set up a film of this. You need to film her while all this is happening.
Yeah, we could do
Oh,
that.
gosh.
We could do that.
Wait, she does the
Oh,
closed captioning?
yeah. Well, I mean,
She has to try to
AI kind of
understand
does
what I'm
most of it
saying?
now. You're not the hardest, trust me. There's some others that are harder to. I'm not saying. I am a professional podcaster. I would never throw somebody under the bus.
That's no fun.
No, not fun at all. What bait dominated your season so far this year?
Oh gosh. Ooh.
You can give me a top.
Jerkbait and jig.
You always throw a jerk bait.
I really like a jerkbait. That was my bait
What?
forever, since I was little. I remember the first time I caught a fish on it, like when it was wintertime and
Tell
just
me.
you pause it and all of a sudden the slack just goes off and I was like, oh gosh. So that's what like really drew me to, because suspended fish has always been like the unknown, and that's what I've been drawn to forever. And I think that's why I did get pretty good at, the whole forward facing sonar deal, because it let me see what was actually happening. Whereas before, you had to target them completely different. We didn't know exactly where they were, but that's still the fish I was fishing for. And that's the only bait that will suspend and sit like a real bait fish. It's the only one.
That's one of the big negatives about forward-facing sonar, if you ask me. I mean, jerkbait. I mean, it's been a 4-season bait for years, I think. But all of a sudden now people realize how lethal it is.
It really hurt my jerkbait.
At it? Did it?
It really did.
How do you stay better at it with that many people throwing it?
I figure out different places to throw it. I throw it at fish that people wouldn't think of, like doing. Like, yeah, I throw it a lot shallower, a lot deeper. It's very, very rarely am I fishing it like just a normal, what you would think off of a point or something like that. No, I like.
All right.
I got a bunch of sneak stuff, and I like tweaking.
I wish you'd give us some.
Well, like for instance, throwing it in laydowns, like instead of crankbaits and square bills and stuff, I throw a jerkbait. That's why you always see me with like the deep diving jerkbait, because that deep long bill actually deflects over the wood, so I'm not constantly getting snagged. But then you can just suspend it right there in the tree. Oh gosh, they eat it. Yeah.
They do. They do. How old were you? That first one you said you remember catching on it. How old were you when this addiction to jerking started?
Around 12-ish. Yeah, around 12. When I really started coming into my manhood is when I started jerking a lot.
Will anybody even listen to this? This is the worst podcast ever. This is so dumb. And here's what makes it worse. We had 2 cracks at it. I mean, yesterday you were sick. I get it. But we got another shot. And I don't think it's going any better.
I hope people like our laugh, because that's all they're going to hear.
I mean, but I will be honest, this is really no different than when we talk. I mean, you don't return my calls all the time now, but when you do, this is our conversation.
So that's
all this shows.
I don't know how to be anything else, Dave. I'm just a dumb, goofy kid that likes to fish.
Hey, I love dumb, goofy kids that love to fish, and I think we got a bunch of them listening. And I don't.
They were maybe.
What you think they've shut off by now? Oh no, they're waiting for the controversy when you storm off the show. They're like, he got sick, but that wasn't what I'm looking for. I want some real hatred.
Screw you, Dave.
We make radio hatred. If you could vote one pro off the Elite Series, who would it be?
Oh gosh, I thought you said we don't throw people under the bus.
You're gonna get sick again, aren't you? Oh, Matty. I'm for clips.
Ooh,
I must leave.
It's hot in Alabama. I sweated more last night than I did in both of those tournaments, I think.
Oh,
Oh, God.
what happened? Like, I went out and told my kids and wife.
We're
I'm
not
like, yeah.
going
They're like, how was it? And I was like, it was
to. It was
good. You could
Hamner.
tell he walked off the podcast because he was sick. And I'm like, I mean, I think it was okay up till that point. And they
Let's
said, "Are
just
you
say
going to
if you're,
use it?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, unless he dies." I mean, I don't know how sick.
then I'm
I
really
mean,
going to use it.
could you imagine the memorial
Oh,
special? Oh
gosh.
my gosh!
Yeah. Let's just say
No,
your wife wouldn't have handled hearing what
no,
happened.
yeah. You were upset in the tummy. I got you. Okay,
Mhm.
we're winning angler of the year.
Mhm.
Favorite movie is Happy
Happy
Gilmore.
Gilmore.
Favorite ice cream is All.
Yeah. Except for mint. I forgot about that. That's
You don't
get
like
out of here.
mint chocolate chip? You don't like?
No.
Dude, it's refreshing.
No, it's
It is a
not.
wonderful ice cream. Yes, it is. It is the mint, which makes it refreshing. Almost feels healthy. It's like smoking a menthol cigarette, but ice cream. And then it's got the chip. So you've got the nice, refreshing mint, and then it kicks in with the chip. I think mint chip is actually one of my favorite ice creams.
The somewhat healthy ice cream. It's kind of like peanut
No, it
M&Ms, the somewhat healthy snack.
I didn't say it was. It makes you feel like it's healthy. I mean, it's not healthy. There's no
Okay.
ice cream that's healthy. God, you imagine if you could invent healthy ice cream?
Oh gosh, they have tried and they have failed miserably every time.
But
Mm.
have they really tried? I mean,
They claim to have.
what other profession, like competition or sport, if professional angling disappeared today, where do you think you could throw your hat? I mean, we've talked about baseball in the past. That's not going to happen.
Nope.
But
I
where do
don't
you
know.
think?
That
Well,
video you sent me,
I did. A guy with the big lob,
it was so good.
just like you.
I don't like, I usually sit back like the laughing emojis or something. And it's like that one I actually busted out laughing. That one I laughed. That was very accurate. Uh,
Isn't it
I
ironic that we live in a time? What? Go? What?
I was trying to think of what sport I'd play.
Okay. Well, while you think of that, isn't it ironic we live in a time that LOL means laughing out loud, but it's LOL is so overly used. When you actually laugh out loud, you have to like respond to the person. This actually made me laugh out loud.
I actually did laugh out loud.
Yeah, not just
Yeah.
like the bullshit emoji I send you back when it's
And then I
not that
still don't
funny.
believe it. Uh, um, yeah. I am terrible
Cornhole.
at sports. Oh, I'm pretty good at cornhole. Yeah. That or swimming. I feel like swimming.
Well, yeah, you're a
Yeah.
swimmer naturally.
I mean, I've never swam before, but I feel like I could do it.
What'd you do when you were spearfishing?
I just made all that up.
You- I was actually really sick at the time. I lied. I
I
totally.
don't know what you're talking about. Told you I didn't know what I was saying, Dave. I think I saw that in a movie.
Uh, oh my gosh. Listen, I hope somebody enjoys this because this is, I mean, you're not learning anything, but you're learning everything.
There
I
was
was-
one juicy tip in there.
yeah. What about the
The
deep
jerkbait.
built?
Yeah.
Yeah. You really have to get through a lot of buffoonery and
A whole
laughter to
lot. If you can pick out that needle in a haystack, good for you.
yeah. All right. So good chat though, I think.
I enjoyed the second part.
What are you scared of?
Spiders. That's it.
Really?
Oh, and I'm not good with heights. I don't like heights. I don't know why, but spiders, nope.
They're just a little bug.
Mm-mm.
Why do they bother you?
I
Too
don't
many
know.
legs? What?
They can go too fast, and you can't see them, and they could just crawl up and bite you, and you die. I don't like that. Like
Well, yeah,
snakes,
but you
let's
got.
go. I'll fight you. I'll kill a snake. Like, don't bother me at all. Spiders, they're sneaky. It's terrible. And my wife is
That's
more
like.
terrified of them. So whenever there's a spider in the house and I have to go kill it, bleh. Oh, God.
You imagine? I mean, my wife's probably not the only one that has that issue because I got a buddy who has that issue too, and
Make sure he
we're gonna
hears
find
this.
out in the comments how many
I can't
people.
wait. If we actually get like one
Oh
successful one.
gosh. Oh, so somehow I feel like this whole podcast is one day going to be in a file on Ronnie Moore's desk. This is why we need to fire Mercer.
Or promotion.
One or the other. I don't understand why you're scared of spiders. I mean, I have no problem with spiders, but snakes I'm very scared of. That makes a
Why?
lot more sense, the snakes, but the spider, I mean, you kill all the snakes, I'll kill the spiders. We were born to run.
Well, I mean, you can see a snake. It's like, oh, there's a snake. Let me step away from it. Spider's like, oh, I
You can
was
see a
sleeping and then I died.
Snakes can do the same damn thing, just so you know.
Oh, no. Dave, do y'all even have snakes?
Not poisonous ones, no. No, listen, I was born in Ireland, where St. Patrick is famous, not just for green beer, but for taking all of the snakes out of Ireland. That's his claim to fame. So no snakes there. My people moved to Canada, where we have garter snakes, and they're fun. I mean, they don't they don't hurt you. I think there's the Massasauga rattler, which is in parts of Ontario, but it's not like the rattlers you guys have. It's like, I mean, you get bit and you get a little sick for a little while. But other than that, you're fine.
See, like, my best friend almost lost his leg because he got bit by a brown recluse and didn't even know he had gotten bit. Had to go to the doctor for them to tell him, oh, a spider bit you. Like, I don't like that.
How did he almost lose his leg? Were they about to cut it off? Like what?
Yeah, it was just like, because it like eats
Swole up?
No, it was like making a hole in his leg. Like, because
Ooh.
it like rots the skin and stuff. And yeah, it's bad. I don't
Yeah.
like spiders. Mm-mm.
You've had a lot of good luck this year, though. I mean, you don't got to worry about spiders.
Don't say that out loud. Do you not believe in
Okay.
jinx?
Knock on wood. You're fine. You're good.
I already did.
We're knocking on things. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. You're superstitious, huh? Very superstitious, I
About
take it.
spiders, yes.
No, about a bunch of other crap. Your mom had to bring you your tea. You had a
That's because
turtle
I
in your
wanted
friggin'
sweet.
truck.
It's because I wanted tea.
Oh, is that the stamp? It's tradition. You need to...
I just wanted some tea. She was supposed to bring. She told me she was going to bring me tea. I wanted tea.
What about the turtle?
Okay, that is my one good luck charm. Yeah.
You see? Everyone's got it.
Yeah.
Who do you think the most superstitious on the Elite Series is?
It had to be one of the Louisiana guys because those Cajuns, they're all into that witchcraft voodoo.
What the? I got dark in a hurry.
What it is, Dave. Have you never been to New Orleans?
I have been to New Orleans. I mean, all right.
I don't know.
Okay, that's a good answer. You could have told me my shirt's been unrolled. I mean, this whole time my shirt's been disheveled, and you never told me once.
I'm sorry.
Not very nice.
Should have got out of the water sooner.
But are you really?
Get ready.
I was in the water all day again today. I wondered about you while I was down there swimming. I wonder if Hamner is okay. And I was thankful when I got out of the water and I got your text around noon. You sent it to me, so it means you slept in, which is good. Are you going to be healthy enough to win Angler of the Year? Or people's fantasy fishing picks depend on you, bro.
What? I'm good. I'm great. Yeah.
Oh, all right. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Which of the two are you more concerned about?
Oh, I wasn't until you asked me that. No, I'm just kidding. Probably no, honestly, the St. Lawrence, just because I hate the long runs. I hate those
Going to be
long
long
runs.
runs.
That's going to be a lot of long runs, and I don't like the having to deal with the getting gas and too much downtime. I don't like
So
to
would
think
you
that
even
long.
consider staying local or no? Do you think the majority of the field's making the runs?
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm going to spend maybe half a day of practice local just to like get some stuff to hit in case I come back early or something like that. But I mean, I'm going. I'm not taking these tournaments conservative. Like,
Giddy up.
yeah, I'm going for the win. I feel like that's the only reason I'm in this position now is because, I mean, yeah, I was building off that momentum, win the Classic. Now we're qualified, and it's like, but my biggest thing coming in this year was just I want to win a tournament. And yeah, we got that, but I still want that blue trophy. But yeah, given that opportunity to just swing for the fence is probably why I'm sitting here.
And I feel like we're going to two fisheries. You can't take it easy. You know what I mean?
No.
Like it's just, I mean, you can catch them in both fisheries, have a great tournament, and still not have enough points. You know, because it's just they're crazy fisheries.
There's such a big difference between 20 pounds and 22 pounds. I mean, insane.
And you got a group of psychos chasing you down too. Have you looked at that? Do you look through the list at all, or
no?
Would you like to go through them?
I don't care.
No big deal.
Right
You
behind
got
me.
Trey McKinney. Ain't no big deal. Kicked your ass in fork, though, just saying. Cody Huff. He's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
Chris Johnston.
Who? I mean, how much of a buffer do I got over him?
He has 556 and you have 595.
Wouldn't mind seeing that number a little bit higher, but whatever.
Followed by Jacob Fouts, John Garrett, Jay Shakurit, JT Kenny, Corey Johnston, and Wesley Gore. Oh, and in 11th place, don't worry, Jordan
JT
Lee.
Kenny?
Did I say JT Kenny? JT Tompkins. That's
made a
fine.
comeback.
Yeah. Not just the hair.
Yeah.
I mean, he has some hair.
He does.
He needs to trim that flipping jig, is all I'm saying.
Just a little bit. Just put the old Hagney back cut on there.
Do you trim your flipping jigs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
what do you
Hagney.
figure?
What do you mean? I figured if I do the top 10 on both of them, like I'm not good at math, but I know I got 20-something points, and if I top 10 both of them,
boom.
There you go.
Yeah. 24 points. I mean, if you top 10 both, nobody can catch you. You are the only man in control of his own destiny.
Yeah.
Do you think the first morning of Champlain, there will be a little bit of that? Like, do you feel like are you preparing to feel the moment a little more than what maybe, I mean, it can't be worse than leading the Classic from day one, can it?
No, no. I don't think I'll feel it at all. I mean, I know it. I'm excited about it. I don't feel pressure about it.
Yeah.
No.
And you
I
shouldn't.
really want to
To
get up there
me,
and start
these are
fishing. Gosh.
yeah, enough of
I
this
like
friggin'
smallmouth.
talking.
I'm telling you.
But to me, that feeling that you're gonna feel, that's why you do this. You know what I mean? Like everybody, I mean, dude, when you're an old dude, and whether you win 10 of these, 2 of these, none of these, or this, it doesn't matter. When you're an old man in a rocking chair, dude, the feeling that you're gonna have, like you should enjoy all of that. Like the whole drive up north, like, dude, you're going up north with 2 events to go and a 24-point lead. That is freaking
Crazy.
That's the dream.
It really is. Jeez. That is, yeah. Okay, I'm excited.
All right. I'm starting to feel ill.
I'm starting to feel like I need to go up north and catch a smallmouth bass.
You got a fever.
I do
A
have a
smallmouth
fever.
bass fever.
No, it's the flu.
Hey, one last thing. YouTube series.
Oh, yeah.
It's out. Yeah, promo
Yay.
it, bro. We're on YouTube. We're on these tubes. Promo it. Talk to me.
Did you watch
Where
my
can we
first
see it?
one?
I did. It was 2 hours of cinematography. It was wonderful.
Austin's pretty good.
Yeah,
So this one,
very good.
this is finally like the second video, but it's going to be the first one of like the actual Elite series. Yeah, it's out. Watch it. This is gonna,
What's it called?
honestly, looking back, Hamner Time, the series. Yeah, I got a cool little logo and everything. Do you want to use my logo, Dave?
Whoa.
Did you trademark it?
Maybe I did.
Oh crap!
I
We
know
gotta go
you
to the drawing
didn't.
board.
I mean, this whole segment's called Hamner Time. I mean,
I know. Is that not just like my name? We'll talk after.
fine. Take it. Take it. Well, you can have it. You can freaking have it. It's all
You're
yours.
so good at coming up with that stuff. Where did that come from?
Well, your name is Hamner. And there was a famous dude that used to say Hammer Time. So really, it just came together. It was just, it's magic.
So good. So creative.
Do you know how to do the running man?
The what?
It's a dance. MC Hammer used to do it.
Such a good dancer. Yeah, I'm a really good dancer. I
bet you
actually
are.
made up my own move.
What is that?
Oh, we'll have to save that for another time. It's opening up the window, what I called it.
Okay.
Used to kill.
It's called opening up the window? It's not the sprinkler.
No.
Show me. Come on. You got to show me. I mean, if nothing else, this will drive people that watch it on the streaming service to come over to YouTube and see what the freak. Show me what open the window is.
I'm not even going to have any music. Okay, just so you open the window. That's opening the window.
I don't know what was worse, my beatboxing
or
your opening the window.
Oh, it's awful, but you should see it in person. Yeah.
Are you?
What?
You should hear it in person.
That might be the problem.
I thought it was pretty strong beatboxing.
Sounds like the very last little bit of a whoopee cushion. That last little squeak out.
Yeah. Well, So tune into Hamner Time. Is that the
Yep.
name of your channel, or is it just Justin Hamner Fishing?
Justin Hamner Fishing on YouTube.
Blow it
I
up.
think this, yeah. Dude,
Tell
blow
them
it
to
up.
smash the subscribe button.
Yeah,
like
subscribe. Gosh, I'm not good at promoting myself.
Well,
I'm
turns
working
out,
on it,
thank
Dave.
God you're good at fishing.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Yeah.
So
And thank everybody that dude, I have like 200 and 300 comments. Literally every single one of them is positive. And I can't thank everybody enough. Just, you should go read them sometime. Like, it's humbling. It's so nice.
it is nice. People are nice.
Yep. Like, that made me feel good.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. But don't worry, some dude will.
Oh, there will be somebody.
He will chime right in there. You cheater box fishing son of a.
Yeah. I cannot believe I didn't get one of those. Not even one. It's awesome.
Oh, that is almost as
They're
bad as what you
coming.
said. Do you not believe in jinxes? Here they come. Well, get me my keyboard. I am going to type a strongly worded comment to this
Oh my God.
son of a.
Shut up, Matt Herring.
Um,
I'm just kidding. I like Matt. He's so
Matt is going to kick your ass.
he really is. He wants to probably. But I respect him.
Yeah.
I respect his opinion. No doubt. I love giving him that hard time about it because it just gets him going a little bit more. It's fun.
He does. He's got a vein on his neck that you see starting to pulse.
Yeah. So if you just poke him just a little bit, it's even funner. I would not want to fight him.
Well.
He would. Yeah. I'm not fighting Matt.
No. Oh, all of this is about this, bro. I mean, you got to protect that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Good chat.
You say so.
Should we both just walk off pissed at each other? Just
mad?
Can you just look in the oh, wow. Look at the camera and just be angry and say, I've had enough of this crap, and walk off. Storm off. Get in your zone.
I've had enough of it.
No
Yeah,
rush.
I'm sorry. I don't know how to be mad. Hold on. I've had enough of this crap.
What the? He just walked off the show? That's
Dave, thank you.
Just walked off the show? That son of
Forget you, Dave. I'm tired of this.
I did not lie. Not once. No, I mean, if you were expecting more fire and hatred and anger, sorry I let you down. But, I mean, he did walk off the show multiple times, and it was awkward. So, sorry if I let you down. I hope you enjoyed this show. I hope to see a bunch of you at Lake Champlain, at the Thousand Islands, Waddington, New York. And if you're there, chase me down, holler at me, come say hello, because I love meeting the fine folks that are cool enough to refer to themselves as humpers. Have a great week. Enjoy being. And as always, Bob Cobb.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, because Bob Cobb of the Bassmasters told you to. You hear?